Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 3 between Socke and Morrow in the Zotac Cup number 15 finals. This series was played a couple of days ago, and I cannot wait to see who's going to come out ahead in this third game. Currently, the players are 1-1, and Morrow spawning here as the Red Terran down at the 6 o'clock position, excuse me. Socke spawning at the 2 o'clock as the Teal Protoss, and right off the bat, both players have spawned in the closed positions once again, and so look to see some early pressure from either Socke or Morrow. And last game, Morrow took advantage of those early positions, tricked Socke into thinking that he was simply going for a fast expand and was going to tech up, but instead went for a 7 barracks push with stim, concussive shells, and shields. Socke was not prepared for such an early aggressive move from Morrow and therefore succumb to it. So I'm excited to see who's going to win this third game here, as Socke is going to be running his probe right up to Socke's base yet again. And we've seen Socke be quite heroic with his probe already, blocking off tech labs and trying to kill off SCVs that are harvesting. Of course, harassing the SCV, building the barracks as well. And right off the bat, Socke gonna try to do that once again with the probe. And really, the nice thing with Protoss players, why they can do this so effectively, is they can harass, take some damage, run away, regenerate their shields, and come back for some more action. And that's exactly what Socke is doing right here. Morrow here throwing down once again a relatively early refinery, and of course we might possibly see him go for that infantry build yet again, possibly 1 racks fast expand into some 4 racks marauders and marines, or hey, he might just go for a 1-1-1 like I've been wondering, if you will, for the last couple of games already. But it doesn't look like it that he's done that so far. Morrow here coming off with some SCVs, gonna try to kill off that probe to surround it. Socke there obviously was trying to block the tech lab once again. And so Socke must really know that Morrow loves his tech labs. He loves to throw them on the barracks, and he knows that Morrow loves those marauders. And Socke doing everything he can to prevent that from occurring. Now, Socke does have a gateway. He has the cybernetics core up and running, currently warping in actually, as obviously he's got a bunch of possibilities and opportunities. Almost, whoa, I thought he was going to throw up a second assimilator. Doesn't look like it, as he's throwing up a second gateway here. Morrow sees that, so he knows there could potentially be some early pressure once again from the Zealots, and this time Morrow right off the bat is gonna be producing marauders, and marauders are great against Zealots. Even without their concussive shells, you can micro against Zealots so easily. And it looks like Morrow is going to be going for 1 barrack straight into 1 factory, and maybe even into 1 starport. And the nice thing about going for that build is you do get versatility based on how you scout the Protoss player. You can change your build order. But Morrow here going to be throwing a 2nd barracks down, and so I like what he's doing here. He can obviously go for different ideas. He can go for infantry on the ground and mix it up with some siege tanks. He can also go for early Hellions out of this factory as well. And really, it's hard to tell what the Terran player is doing just based off an initial scout. So right now, Morrow here researching Stim Pack, and so we may possibly be seeing him do that early pressure again onto Socke. Both players, of course, spawning in those close positions, and Socke here is pumping out forces out of his 2 gateways, a Stalker and a Zealot. He is pushing out with 2 Zealots and a Stalker right off the bat here, gonna try to apply some early pressure on Morrow, and I'm not sure if Morrow's got enough forces to deal with this. He is gonna be forced to fall back, and he's not pumping out more forces. He's actually supply blocked right now, trying to throw up a starport. And he's now freed up some supply because his forces actually died. That's not really the way you want to free supply up. And now forced to even pull SCVs off the line to deal with this. Morrow here trying to throw up a bunker at the front door, but Socke gonna destroy that SCV. And of course, oh, the SCVs surrounding, fighting for themselves, holding pitchforks and taking down these stalkers here, as well as the Zealots. I'm not sure how many SCVs went down there. It looks like Morrow is currently a little bit under Socke, really under Socke actually, 16 under 25, still fighting with his SCVs as Socke is just keeping the pressure on with his Stalker. Meanwhile, back at base, warping up 2 warp gates right now, and Morrow desperately needs this bunker up to hold against these Stalkers right now, and the bunker is almost up and running. There it goes. Morrow gonna run and scurry into that bunker, and that is going to hold off Socke for now. But meanwhile, it looks like Morrow is going to be transitioning some kind of a 2-1-1 build here, as he's got a starport down right now. He's also got that factory out. And I'd like to see what he's going to be pumping out. Looks like he's getting a Banshee right off the bat for his starport, and also getting a Hellion. So he's going to try to apply some early air pressure onto Socke here. And Socke getting his expansion down.